Hey, y'all, welcome out to Belcourt Taps. One big thanks again to Pino and the fellas over here laying down the music vibes.
Hell yeah.
Our main man, Jason Marks, up here, Atomic Cigars. How many times have you been in a location hand-rolling cigars? Come on.
Yeah.
I need to get some of those before I leave.
Mr. Johnny, Rose, the folks here at Belcourt. We got some tacos. Rose said, I got some tacos coming out here.
Where?
They're coming out in a minute. All right, y'all, our featured guest tonight on Up the Tone is one of my favorite stories in Nashville.
Oh, God.
Yes, you are.
That's a lot of pressure. Okay.
I think you'll actually live up to it. She is one of the most in-demand social media influencers. She is an artist in her own right.
I do not sing, by the way. Sound like a dying cat.
And I am convinced there is more than one of you running around the world because you are always everywhere all the time. Would y'all please say hello to Miss Katie Kaupp.
Thank you. And Butter.
And Butter.
Fortney, but we're not going to say his real last name.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Close enough?
You did.
So
Yeah.
we were talking right before we started. So you can talk to me, but we're also going to talk to this camera and the crowd here.
Oh, hi,
we got at
camera.
Belcourt. Yes.
Okay. I like crowds. Cameras
So
stress me
it's
out.
cow with a P. Kaupp.
Kaupp. Like, say it like a really angry German man, and you got it. Like, really angry.
I was getting ready for
There you
this
go.
interview. I was watching so many things of you online, watching previous interviews, and I'm like, I know how to spell her name, but I don't know how to say it, so I called her, and she sent me a voice message, and a phonetic spelling, cow. That's great. What nationality actually is that?
German.
German?
Yep.
So Angry German was the actual...
Angry German. Yeah, I get my cheeks from Germany. I get my last name. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
So I said this in the intro, and I really think this is true about you. You are always everywhere. Now, I'm going to give you a chance. We're going to talk about some of what brought you to Nashville, some of your story. How do you keep up that schedule? What is that in you that allows you to be so many places? Because not only are you at almost every event I see in Nashville, but you're traveling, you're on planes. And I know that your social media and your influencing, is a part of that. What drives that for you? How do you get to be everywhere? Are there more than one of you?
Where I'm actually a sextuplet. No, just kidding. No, just one of me. It's at times exhausting. If you guys do follow me on social media, I know so you do. I know their Insta stories are very annoying. I'm sorry, but it's part of my job. And I always apologize on social media because the amount of ticks, especially when I have to go back and make sure I posted something, I'm like, damn it, Katie, can I curse on here?
Yes, go ahead.
Great.
Is that on your phone that you're
This
tapping?
is my ticks on Instagram. It's annoying.
Yes.
But yeah, what pushes me every day is people. I mean, I absolutely love people. I love meeting new people. And I grew up, my mom and dad were network marketers. So grew up going to business meetings every Tuesday night and meeting random people. And
You're always everywhere, though. I mean, is that part of what you feel is needed to be an influencer? And like I mentioned, you're an artist, and in the way that you approach all of this, is traveling what you need to do and be at so many shows? I think it's just a passion of yours, though, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, music is my passion. I'm a nerd for music. I love lyrics and all that stuff, so that's why moving to Nashville was a dream. I had worked in, like, pop R&B and stuff like that, moved here and started working in country music and stuff, and I love lyrics and, like, the people and the fans. I'm a fan first. So, I mean, the travel just comes along with the job. My biggest thing is I think that if somebody supports you, you should support them back. I'm friends with a lot of artists, whether they're musicians, designers, whatever. I think if you support somebody, you should pay for their CDs, pay for their merchandise. And like, yeah, I know you, but I'm also going to go out and buy. Yeah, there you go. Behind the bar.
You're getting some acceptance from the crowd here.
I am not like an artist, or I don't like make anything to produce really, like to sell.
But I do think you're an artist with this in terms of how you navigate it. There's some artistry to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's marketing. So it's literally looking at something and being like, okay, how do we spin this so the larger public really like works with it and everybody kind of is cool with it and you really market whatever you're selling, basically. And for me, it's me. So it's my personality.
Are you a Florida girl?
Originally.
Yes.
I do not claim it.
You
No
where,
offense.
did you go somewhere prior to Nashville, or did you come straight from Florida to Nashville?
I lived in Atlanta before I moved
Okay.
here. So I'm very cool. I think I'm very
Atlanta's a cool, like Buckhead. Where'd you live in Atlanta?
cool. I lived in Douglasville, which is
Okay.
like 20 minutes outside of Atlanta.
And your move from Florida to Atlanta, was that... I was listening to some interviews talking about your conversation with your mom about moving up here and how all that... So was Atlanta a stop for what you're doing now, or was that leading from something back from Florida?
So I started doing social media when I was like 13. I started with a Justin Bieber fan account. So I was a believer from the
love that.
OG.
Yes.
Still love him. He's doing great. Doing great, sweetie. But I moved to Atlanta. I was working with an artist at the time that moved from Florida, Melbourne, Florida, which is like about 2 hours away from where I grew up.
Yo, that's crazy. I used to dance out there. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I like you. You're very interactive. And yeah, I moved from Melbourne. We had an opportunity. He worked in pop R&B. So the next thing was Atlanta. That was the biggest thing for us to go there. I lived there for about 2 years, and then I moved to Nashville right after that. I was
That's
just like, I'm
awesome.
done with this. I need something new.
You've always had this passion for lyrics and music, and one of the things that I've noticed about you, y'all, we are hanging out with Miss Katie Kaupp right here at Up the Tone. We are at Belcourt Taps. One of the things that I have found most interesting about you is your honesty. Sort of,
Sometimes too honest.
well, but I don't know, for a lot of people, you know, I've come from a band called Trailer Choir. We've had record deals. Yeah, all my Trailer Choir fans out here.
In
There
the
you
backpack,
go.
Yes.
baby, in the backpack.
It's in my backpack. But
Rocking the beer gut.
rocking the beer gut.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
There we go.
But when I say honesty, you know, I feel like I've seen you post about working out, stuff about you and your honesty and your body, or you and emotions and things. Were you always able to be that honest on social media, or did you grow into that? Because I think that's a big part of why you're so successful, is you're so honest. Is that easy to do or hard to do?
Now it is. When I was growing up, I used to lie through my teeth and edit every single curve out of my body. And you met me when I was, I'm going to be very honest right now, 375 pounds, I think I was.
375?
I'm now 170. So it's a lot of person. It's like double.
Somebody give that girl a taco.
Yeah.
And I have used social
Yes.
media as my outlet, it's my diary. So the amount of stories that I post is a lot of times. You will see me crying on there. I've cried many tears on Instagram. It's just the one place that I feel like when I can't talk to the people directly near me, it's the one place I can go, and I feel like there's thousands of people that have gone through what I've gone through, or they need to hear that, because a lot of stuff isn't talked about, and I feel like a lot of stuff is edited, and I'm just like, here's my double chin this morning, and I did this and this and this, and I look like an asshole half the time. So
I just think it's awesome, and I mean that's a huge weight loss journey. But I think along with that, and some of the things that you're talking about, is that being honest is part of that, and being able to accept that. I know I every time I get on the internet and we start watching people on social media, I'm always curious how much time they spend on their posts to get them to look like that. And I just admire how real you are. I think that's
Thank
why you're
you.
so successful. Definitely. How many posts? So one of the reasons I wanted you on the show, I don't want you to give away all your secrets, but we have folks out here.
Oh, I'll
that
tell
are
you whatever you
up-and-coming
wanna know.
artists. We've got Sarah. She's a great up and coming singer.
Woo! I love
You know,
Sarah.
we've got Nathan Christopher in the house. You know, we've got Huda. We've got all these guys and gals that are. What is your approach to social media? Are you on a program when you approach social media? Is there a fundamental thing that you're following? Are you following your instincts? Is there a criteria? How do you approach it every day? How many posts do you make a day?
I think it just depends on the content. It's not really about how many posts. I think a lot of people are like, let's get out here's a picture of my feet on a beach. No one gives a shit about that. Don't do that, please. I can't tell you how many clients I have to go in and archive pictures of their feet near seashells on a beach. And there's like 400 of them. And I'm like, I hope they love the picture
No
of your
feet on a beach.
No feet on the beach. No, unless you want to. I mean, I've gotten paid $200 before to show pictures of my feet. My feet had.
That's a different website.
Instagram offers it, so there's people on there for that. But I think people complicate it a lot more than it actually needs to be. I think people think that there's this like algorithm, and there is an algorithm on social media sites and stuff like that for like marketing and like ads and stuff. But the actual content, the organic content, like not that much thought has to go into it. It just needs to be genuine. I think I tell all my artists, I'm like, pick your 3 things that you're really passionate about, and that's what you run with. And like, yeah, you can have other stuff out there. And I mean, I pick up a new freaking hobby every 2 months. I feel like I did boxing, cycling, like whatever random thing. I'm obsessed with reggae right now, and like, just that's what I like in the moment. And I think the more honest and real you are, the more people see that, because they see right through bullshit. And the second that you start, they smell it and they're like, she ain't real, nah.
But when we always hear there's this algorithm, or and people make posts, and you see where one post might get 3,000 views or 3,000 likes, but then another one similar at the same time or similar content won't get that. Are those things going on that happen in social media that people need to be more aware of? Because you kind of just explained it as just be honest and be real and stick with it. Mm-hmm. Is there these algorithms that people have to figure out? Like for instance, Instagram changes my job every day is to go in and figure out what the hell they decided in the last 12 hours to just throw in there because they can, and Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people. So they're just like, let's just fuck with them today. It's always a
throw
new
something
thing.
in. Yeah. There's always something new, and you have to remember that they're a business. So everything is going to be monetarily pushed and ad pushed. So if you don't put $1 behind something, it's not going to do as well or be seen as much as somebody else is putting $1 behind. I think the more honest you are, obviously you need to know your audience. Like, I know my audience, their asses ain't getting up before 5 a.m., so I'm not going to post before I'm going to be up because I'm going to go for my first workout. But I know my first post will probably be around 7 a.m., and then I catch them right as they're waking up and they're opening their eyes and they're sliding over to look. And they're all college students, and like, I don't know, they got kids and they're about to go drop their kids off at the carpool and stuff. Like, and you just got to think about, you got to be mindful of, like, what would you be doing? Like, a normal human, not on crack cocaine. But, like, what would you be doing? What's a normal schedule for somebody? And don't post in the times that you wouldn't be looking.
A lot of times, I'm just taking pictures of my feet for my
on the beach.
Media. On the beach.
Oh, no, with beer.
With beer.
And your beer gut.
And
but
beer
you don't have a beer
guts
gut.
And butter. I did. I lost a little weight. I'm trying.
Killing it.
I'm
Look at
trying.
that. Give him a clap for that.
You motivate.
Come on.
Give me the clap
Oh
for
my
that.
gosh. Come on. And I'm a great hype woman. If you ever
You
look
are
at
hype. So, tuba, veterinarian, like all this stuff. I've
Oh my
been
gosh.
reading
I
about.
forgot about the tuba.
So can you, like, if I pulled out a tuba out of the back room, could you play the tuba right now?
Yep.
You could.
Yep.
So was this a band thing?
This was I didn't want to go to gym thing.
Okay.
So I chose, and I loved music. I wanted to do percussion. I have no rhythm. I can't sing. Can't do any of it.
But you could play the tuba. I saw
can.
you telling stories about the tuba, and I've only met a few tuba
Let's be
players.
honest. I can't play the tuba. Oh, Ben back there, sound guy. What up? He played the tuba. I
Ben,
knew you were
could
my
play
dude.
the tuba? How often have we had 2 tuba players in the same room at the same time?
And if you could play the tuba, you could play the sousaphone and probably the baritone too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jason from Atomic, can you play the tuba? No.
It's all about your lips. You can play trumpet too, probably. It's all about the lips, man. But yeah, that was a middle school secret. But I wanted to play drums, and I got stuck with the tuba because I was the only kid that was able to pick it up. So, a thick girl does thick things.
Thick girl with thick things. I like it.
Oh, don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna take you for a little ride off the road here in just a second. I appreciate you being here. I've been a huge fan of what you do because mentioning earlier, I just see that you're always everywhere, and I think you are such a fan of music, and I think that in a town where, people are songwriters or they're artists or they're publishers, I think that now in this modern world, social media influencers, people that can really help change careers come from what I think what you do is an artistry, so I love what that is. What do you think should be the top focuses? This isn't like a panel here, but what would you, and you kind of answered it, but just to kind of put a little bit more out, what are the top focuses a person can do to grow their social media? when you take on a client or you see somebody, do you go over? I got my buddy Nathan Christopher over here.
Hi, Nathan.
I mean,
Where's he at? Oh, he's back there.
You
What
see
up?
him?
Bass Pro Shop hat?
He's Bass. You know, he's a good-looking kid. He's here. He's making waves.
He's a kid?
He's a
What
well.
are they
he's
feeding
not a
you? Where are
kid.
you from?
He's from Canada.
Oh, that's why. The bear country.
But I see a guy like Nathan. He's got great music. He's starting out. If you were to take him on as a client, hypothetically, what would be the first thing you would do to assess him, and then how do you start a process to begin a social media program for somebody? Are we giving away trade secrets here? Can I ask you that?
I literally am not. I don't do that. I think that social media is really easy. I think people complicate it.
Nathan
So
Christopher
ask.
walks into your office. You think you really like his. Let's just assume you really love his music.
Okay.
He's got a really good live show, but he's just kind of not really crushing it yet on socials. What happens? Where do you go?
Does he know how to get content? What's his content look like?
He's got a lot of dog content. He's a dog lover.
You're one of those.
He's one of the. Hey, the Belcourt dog was ordering a beer at the bar a minute ago, and he got that.
I got in trouble because I gave the Belcourt dog food, and then he kept coming back to me, and I was like, "Go away! Don't tell them I gave you food."
Did you put the food on the bar so the dog would stand up there like he
No,
was
I
ordering
gave it to him, and then he
Okay.
like jumped up on me, and he was like, "What up, girl?
How do we make Nathan Christopher famous on social media? What happens?
I mean, the first thing is figuring out what kind of content he has, what kind of content schedule. That's the biggest thing, is scheduling. Like, figuring out what content you have, looking at literally everything. People think that because it's old, you can't post it. Bullshit. Literally use everything you have. Like, there's a client that I'm working with right now that I went to her and I was like, hey, here's a shared album on my iPhone, make life easy. She's a little bit older, and she's just like, I don't understand social media. And I'm like, that's why I'm here. Like, I live and breathe it. I love it. I think it's so cool. It connects so many people. And I went to her and I was like, put everything that you possibly can think about. Anything is content. Anything can be made into content. Different types of content. Like if you go on Instagram, I don't want to see the same thing on Instagram as Facebook and Twitter. Because the way that content is perceived on different social media sites is all different. So Instagram is pictures. Facebook is more like feely, family, dogs, like whatever. Like more friendly. They feel like they know you. And then Twitter would be like you bitching about like bad tacos or something. I don't know. Not at Belcourt Taps.
Not at
I've
Belcourt.
had it here.
They are delicious.
They're bomb.com, and it's Taco Tuesday, I heard. What up?
Jason quit
Or
rolling
about the game
cigars
at
to eat
200
tacos.
back.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, but it's just, I think a lot of people complicate it, and you just look at what you have, and like I said, choose those three main things that you're really passionate about. For me, for instance, it changes with the freaking wind, I feel like at this point, but I like to work out. My dog is my obsession, and I love music and like traveling kind of and influencer stuff, basically. So it's like you have to figure out what works for you and what you really can sell. And the more people know you, the more they'll buy into you, which is how you sell them stuff. And that's a lot of things that people don't understand is like the more people feel like the number one thing I get told all the time is like, I feel like I know you. Like I've never met you. People will come up to me at bars all the time and they'll be like, hey, this is really awkward. But how's Cotton, my dog? Perfect angel.
What's his name? Time?
Cotton.
Cotton?
Time.
I thought you said Time.
Time.
No, I thought you said Time.
His official name is Cottondale.
Cottondale?
But yeah, he's very proper. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a Newfoundland mixed with a Labrador, and he's the light of my life. But you have to be able to sell, like, people buy into that, and then they, like, and also just, like, keeping their relationships. I was just talking to somebody today on the phone, and he was like, oh, I don't want to just respond back to every person. I said, why? It takes you 2 seconds to say hi back.
I would do it.
2 seconds of you saying hi back and you making that connection is selling a concert ticket, is a Spotify stream. It's a new hat. It's a T-shirt being sold. It's $20, $30, 70. 5 more people find out about you. Like it's all grassroots and it all pans out in the end.
You are on fire. You have energy.
I'm sweating.
I love this about you.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about it. I think this is my thing that pisses me off. I think artists get charged. Especially independent artists. When I moved here, I saw so many artists getting way overcharged for social media, $10,000, $15,000 a month.
By like companies that would be doing it?
By big companies that literally would be like, oh yeah, we'll sign you on because we have these big artists, and then they do nothing.
Right.
They just go, oh, well, you're on our roster, and like, yeah, we'll help you do ads. And I'm like, absolutely. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, my language.
Go for it.
Like,
I don't give a shit. Let's do this.
And I coming from, this is why I don't drink before I do interviews. So just like coming from watching, being a fan and being very protective over, and now a manager, like day-to-day manager, all that stuff. I've done it all. And just watching the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into art, whether it's a musician, whether it's, like I said, somebody doing a clothing company and stuff like that. Like, I just think it's bullshit that people don't pay for stuff. Like, and they just try to, like, abuse the fact that they, like, know something that nobody else knows. It's not hard. It just takes time.
You go, girl. Yes.
Roy's behind you. He said amen.
I like Roy.
You got Roy and Huda right there.
I was looking at I was eyeing Roy's jacket earlier.
Renegade Radio.
Mr. Brown just said she needs another drink. Long time. Lucy, that's Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
You
Oh, hey! How are you? Oh my God, I used to come back. You remember when I used to come here like every day? Yeah, that guy I was dating was working here. Okay.
You get notes from the management here, free beers. I like it.
You know, you put your boobs out there, and all of a sudden they just. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you.
We are here up the tone at Belcourt Taps. Great staff here. They've got some tacos. We've got our main man, Jason Marks from Atomic, still rolling cigars. Y'all, you can grab a cigar. You can give them a little kickback. I bought a bunch of them. You can have some free ones. Pino on the music.
Yeah.
We have Katie, Kaupp. We're gonna run a little shotgun questions here. Okay.
Oh, great. I'm not sweating
And then
already.
we're gonna wrap up this interview.
Sorry, I don't know whose drum this was, but I just totally touched your drum kit.
You just scared me. I was like,
who knows
how
the
did that
movie
happen?
quote?
These are questions that you're not allowed to overthink, okay?
Oh, have you met me? I overthink
I'm going to cut
everything.
you off.
Great.
Ben in the back will cut your mic off if you overthink these too quick.
Sick.
So when I first was writing these, I didn't know how many. I thought maybe we'd have another guest up here.
Don't show me.
No, I'm not going to show you. You can't understand this writing.
I like
anyway.
the challenge. I saw macaroni.
Macaroni, but that's not the whole question. So I'm going to ask you these. Just give me your first instinct answer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Are you ready?
No. Okay, go.
Katie, Kaupp. Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is your favorite snack?
Chex Mix.
Chex Mix? Like
Like
the
the
cheddar?
muddy, no, the Muddy Buddy ones.
The
like,
Muddy Buddy?
The like specific, yeah.
Now, when I was writing these out, I didn't know if we would get into your weight loss journey and all the working out you do, but
What's
the first
part of
like
my
6
brand?
of these are about food, okay?
Oh, sick. Let's go.
All right. I like this. What is your favorite takeout pizza?
What? 5 points.
5 points.
The Blanco. I ate a whole pizza the other night. Don't. Not part of the weight loss.
No one's judging you in here.
It was like a small
Especially
one.
not
But you
Pino.
know what? Like, I work out enough. If you follow me, it's annoying. I get it. But I work out enough. So, literally, Blanco pizza. It's got mozzarella. Ooh! It's got, you're going to get me excited. It's got mozzarella on it, and it's a white pizza, and it's sick. It's amazing.
Your friends here are like, no, she's like this all the time.
Yeah, Zach's like, oh,
It's
Lord.
not pizza. It's not beer.
I interviewed him, like, years ago, which is kind of weird to see this happening. But it's
If
like,
you were going to crush a meal, what is your favorite food to overeat?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Easy.
I could get that. What is your favorite restaurant anywhere in the world?
Oh, God, you're talking to somebody that was 375 pounds.
Come
Are you
on,
kidding?
let's get down and
I
dirty.
need to do this fast.
Katie Kaupp, what's your favorite restaurant anywhere in the world? You wanna
Wow,
pass?
Can we come back?
Yeah, we'll come back
Okay,
to it.
Cool. I'm Ratchet, so I was about
What's
to
your
say like
favorite
Little Caesars.
What's your favorite restaurant in Nashville? You're gonna go out
Jesus.
other than Taco Bell.
I mean, honestly, I don't get out much.
The Gulch, South, downtown, Cabana.
I do like Cabana.
All right, we'll come back to it. Favorite meal of the day: breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
There's a lot of food questions on
I
here.
told you this.
I wasn't a binge
intentional.
eater or anything. It's fine. Linner. Lunch and dinner.
All right, we'll move off to
'Cause I
this.
don't eat
But
breakfast.
you did ask about this. This is my last food question.
Okay.
Macaroni salad, mayonnaise based or mustard based?
No macaroni
No
salad.
macaroni salad.
Macaroni should not be cold. No.
I actually like macaroni salad.
Thank you.
Mayonnaise-based macaroni
It's
salad is
congealed
delicious.
Okay, you can like it, but I'm saying I'm a mac and cheese gal. That's like the dinosaurs, like the good stuff. Like, we're classy.
Not
here.
me. Mac and cheese to me is the nastiest, cheapest. It is the better. Like really, really good macaroni
yeah.
and cheese is not good to me.
Oh no, you're saying like the craft, like
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
same.
Yes.
High five.
Yes.
We are
thank
the
you.
same human. Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
When it's really made with quality, it just it loses it to me. I don't understand.
No, I need the dinosaurs. I need the shapes. I need the Fairly Odd Parents ones from my childhood. Thank you.
No more food questions, okay? Got a few more shot questions. KK in the house. You ready?
Go.
Do you own a VCR?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, I'm not that old. I mean, I'm not that young.
What VCR? What VCR tapes could you possibly have at this point?
Every single
Like
Disney
home
one
movies?
ever.
Disney?
No, oh, yeah, I have that too. I have home movies. My dad used to record everything, like 6 hours of Christmas, like everything.
Favorite all-time cartoon?
Wow, that's hard. I don't know.
Funny.
And no. Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I'm a nerd. Sorry, we were just talking about Pokemon today. Sorry.
Go-to karaoke song. You're gonna cut it up. What are you singing? What are you singing, girl?
Shania Twain, who's booed. Oh, no, well, in reality, Big Sean. I'm a really good rapper.
Okay.
Big Sean Guap.
Give us. Hey,
Right now.
where's Pino? Give us a little
shit, I need a
rendition. Give us
beat.
a little rendition. If we gave you a beat, could you do a rendition?
No, I need the actual. If you know the song, give me the beat. Yeah, probably.
All right, we'll let
But
you
that's
go.
my go-to, and everybody always freaks out because they're like, "Oh, white girl knows." I'm like, "I'm educated. Thank
You're
you."
educated.
Thank you.
Take a picture of my feet on the beach. One artist.
Shut
Oh,
up!
producing it. I love it,
Is
Ben.
it acoustic? God, oh God. I spend it all goddamn year. I just got my check. I'm about to spend it on me because I'm worth it. Yeah. Hold up. Tell me what you see. What you see. Pull up, swear, watch these Oh wait, it comes in now. So that's all you're getting.
That's all we get. Good job, Ben.
I'm
Thank
stressed.
you.
This was under pressure.
KK!
I was actually gonna just throw that in there. I hope you guys enjoyed that for the
That was
rest of my
wonderful.
life.
I wish I'd have known that was happening. I'd have ended on that question.
Also, clarity. Karaoke, you get lyrics. I do know the majority of it off the top of my head if like I wasn't stressed, but I'm a little stressed. So,
you actually.
like
are
I said,
just
I am
kick
not
ass.
an
I love
artist.
it.
I do not sing, and I do not have an album dropping anytime soon. If somebody asks me one more time on Instagram, I'm gonna throw myself off a bridge.
All right, couple last questions, y'all. KK in the house here at Belcourt Taps. Up the tone with butter. If you could bring one artist back from the dead, who would it be?
Freddie Mercury.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Queen. Yeah.
So many amazing artists we could. Mm-hmm. Favorite town to party in?
Nashville.
Outside of Nashville.
Town. Does it have to be in this country?
City, state. Oslo. You want to go to Oslo?
Switzerland. I went on tour in Switzerland 2 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, this week, 2 years ago. Yeah. We were there for a month, and Zurich is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Favorite all-time concert?
Billy Joel, first concert I ever went to, 2006, in Miami American Airlines Arena, 6th row.
Did
floor.
you sing Piano Man?
1000%. He's my
Sing
favorite
us
artist.
a song, you're the piano man.
Yeah.
Yo, KK, you've been so good. I'm going to ask you one serious question on the way out here.
Okay.
And then we're going to say goodnight to everybody. Really do appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we're just getting this little show going. We got a great audience. We've got tacos. We've got cigars. We've got Pinot on the
Honestly,
on the
what
tube.
else? I got Bud Light.
You got 2 Bud Lights.
I've got a sugar daddy behind the
Longtime
bar.
Lucian ex-lover in the kitchen. I don't know what that means. That's a no.
He's my ex-lover in the kitchen.
Is that what it is?
Don't tell our secrets.
Where do we go from here? Where is
Up.
social media going? And where are you going to sort of stay ahead of it and to keep, like, where, you know, part of the reason that I asked you to be on the show is because you have such a great handle on things that are going on, and you're an influencer, you're an artist in the way that I mentioned, and you're such a fan of music. Where is social media going, do you think, and where are you going with it?
That's hard because every new day there's a new app being created. Like someone's like, this is going to be the new next thing. I think TikTok is a really, really amazing thing to use. I think artists need to be on there a lot more. TikTok is very different than every other application I've ever been on. The more you put out, the better you'll do, which is not like other algorithms and stuff like that. But I think everything is going towards video base. I mean, that's why Instagram now has Reels and all that stuff. Facebook has those videos that you can like swipe through while you're taking a shit in the morning and stuff. Like, Don't act like you don't do it. Everybody does it. I don't want to hear it.
She's real.
Yeah, obviously very honest. So sorry. Sorry, my mom is watching this. But yeah, I think that video based, and I think it's going to stay. Instagram's not going anywhere. Everybody keeps saying that they're scared that Instagram's going to go away. MySpace, gone. Twitter is probably going to be gone. And Donald Trump ruined Twitter. That's just how it is. It's nothing political. No one likes to go on there anymore. It's just a lot of yelling. It's a lot of noise. So we just stay away from that. Everybody likes to stay on like seeing things. Like they like to see like content rather than
video. And so where does KK go from here? Where are you going with all of this? What do you see your career continuing as, you know, social media and mediums change, and as careers in music keeps changing with Spotify and streaming? Where are you going with all of this?
I mean, I think every day is different. I never know. I literally learn the second I wake up every morning, like where my career is going to go. If I have still a job tomorrow and stuff like that, I think I always will, because I do adapt. And that's part of the fun of social media, is that you never kind of know what's going to happen. Are they going to screw me over today or not? Like, ooh, this is fun. But I don't know. I'm about to start a podcast also, I think. I think that's where I'm going to go personally.
I think you should.
I think I was. I
will
used
you
to
be
have
honest on it? I think you will be.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to give me some alcohol, and Kathy will come out. If y'all know Kathy's a fun time. But you think Katie's honest. Kathy gives no shits. So we'll see. I don't know. I think social media is just ever changing, and the more you like just fall in love with it, and like it's the people. I think that's what it comes down to, is the people. So the more that you fall in love with the people behind the screen, and also always remember, and this is the biggest thing that I always tell everybody, is remember that the people that you see are actual people. If it's negative, They're probably dealing with something that they are projecting onto you. It's not personal. I tell all my artists that. They get very like, oh, like they said, hey, this sucks or whatever. I'm like, it's not you, it's them. It's literally hurt people. So don't listen to that bullshit. Make sure you know who you are at the end of the day, and be honest on your social media.
Katie Kaupp, y'all. Give it up for Up the Tone with Butter. Thank you to Belcourt Taps. Pino and the crew, Jason, thank you all so much. Katie, you rock.
Thank you, Butter. Love ya.
We'll see y'all next time on Up the Tone.
Woo!
Yeah, awesome.
I'm done.